Is it working? I haven't done this in a while. I hope it's working. Really hope it's working. Fuck yet. Aha! I am. Hey everyone. Pop out. So here. There we go. That's better. Oh god, that is a good question because they are. Honestly, it depends on whether or not there is a tackle on the board. If there's a tackle on the board, then I think the Panthers will take them. But if not, it could be a quarterback. And they've said that there's multiple quarterbacks that they're looking at, and that terrifies me. Phone up there. If uh, if a tackle isn't there, I think they go with Malik Willis unless he's also off the board. The Lions are kind of a wild card because it depends on whether or not Dan Campbell really wants to try to do Jared Goff again. Because the Lions have needs everywhere. The Panthers only have a few deep needs. Of course, that being in the tackle and then quarterback position. Also could probably use a nice middle linebacker. And another safety wouldn't hurt. Most people are saying edge because we lost Yetur Gross-Matos, but not Yetur Gross-Matos. We lost Hassan Reddick, but I'm confident because we have Yetur. Like Yetur Gross-Matos could fill in that role. Not the same thing as Hassan Reddick. Maybe he could break out, but I feel like it'll be fine. Ooh boy, this is although just an extreme stress on teams who need a good draft for them to have a chance next year. There's some teams that don't need a really good draft and they'll probably be fine. Like the Buccaneers. Kill me. Drink soda. Oh, great. They're talking about Sam Donald already. Like, look, Sam had nothing to work with. I absolutely believe that Sam could do better with a good offensive line. It'll just depend. Malik Willis, I'd be completely okay with. I like his upside. For the second year in a row, the Jacksonville Jaguars will have the first pick in the NFL draft. Jacksonville did that bad. What they do with this pick is very interesting because they are another team that have multiple needs. Of course, I don't think they will trade back, but that's always an option to acquire a lot more first round picks. But they recently secured Cam Robinson, their tackle, so they don't exactly need a mainstay tackle. They got who they think is their guy for the time being. They could use another edge for defense, but they also added a lot of supporting cast for Trevor Lawrence when it came to free agency, so they don't need to fix everything in the draft. They are Excuse me, Coke make me burpy. But they do need to make sure they can actually get stuff done. This is going to be a very interesting NFL draft. All right, so the way it's gonna work is I'm not nearly good as most football YouTubers. That and also because I set this up like 30 minutes ago. We gotta pick his in thing. Gotta on the clock, put the names up there. That's essentially what we're working with. Woo! Camera, can you do me a favor and focus on my face? I know it's not very nice thing to focus on, but still help. Thanks. There's not a lot to talk about right now. I don't have a lot of chatters, so kind of hard to do stuff. I had one question. That was nice. I enjoy questions. This draft has a lot of possibility to have a few good shakeups that people don't understand. And for me, the biggest thing is we can criticize all day, but no one in here is going to be professional scout. So we're probably not going to see. I've watched my fair share of tape when it comes to Malik Willis, Kenny Pickett, Matt Corral, and then I've also watched tape on, of course, Icky, Cross, and Neal. So we'll see. But I'm still not a professional, so I'm not going to claim that I'm going to know exactly how these players are going to work out in the NFL. You never know how a player is going to work out in the NFL. Some first round picks flop because they only belonged in the college scheme. Some late round picks who didn't seem like they'd pan out need that NFL scheme and bust, even though they're later round picks. People just waiting out there in that hot Vegas sun. I'm just thinking about, like, I'm over here. It's 8 o'clock. The sun's pretty much just about to set completely, but they're still out there in bright daylight because over there it's 5 by Vegas, or is it still only 6? Can't tell how late. I haven't been to Vegas in a long time, but when I did, I liked it. Lots of tits, lots of tits, lot of titties. But, I liked it more for the flashing lights because when I went, I was too young to really be compelled by the tatas. Oh, I'm stressed. I'm really stressed. You know what? Let's go over. Oh, good. Oh god, this draft is going to make my blood pressure rise. Also, I hate how this light just really shows the gray that I have all right here. That's just fantastic. Thanks, lighting. I, I told my girlfriend I'd order food. I have not ordered food yet. I know I'm bad, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go order now. Ordering now. Ordering or don't kill me. I, I almost forgot something. Oh, she'd kill me for this even more. Come on. I almost forgot to wear my ring. Holy shit. Is all right, all right. So it's 8. The draft should be coming on. The draft is presented by Verizon this year. Are you kidding? Verizon was giving me such a fucking issue today when I was trying to call my girlfriend. Fuck you, Verizon, for one. All right, teams have 10 minutes to select their player when it comes to the first round. All right, I'm gonna consider the Jaguar. That's not right. Pick is not in. They have not picked that fast. What you think they're gonna do the same thing they did to us last year, where we know, like, they're first, like, just make your fucking pick. You can pick whoever you want. Not like you're not in your fucking house debating who to get. You guys should know by now. You've had the first overall pick. There's no board following to you. You know who's gonna be available for months. You know who's committed to the draft. Camera, stop it. Bad. No one's in my chat, so I can't ask you guys what I should need help. I don't know what to order for food. Set my camera right in front of my face. Simple. I really want Bojangles, but that's a $5 delivery fee. It makes no fucking sense. I could walk to Bojangles from where I am. Carlo's Bakery. Hey. Could get Chick-fil-A. I'm dancing to the fucking Ram truck music because there's nothing else to fucking do. Ram truck month. Hell yeah! Ram truck month! Whoa! Ram truck month. Because I decide to break down on the end of the highway often. I don't care. I just want them to hurry up. Where is he? Come on. This is gonna be awful. Oh god. Boo. It's Goodell. Everyone hates Goodell. Good. Derek Carr needs to fix that haircut. I'm sorry. Alright, Goodell needs to hurry up and open up this damn draft. Oh god. He's taking so long. Just start the draft. And the draft is finally open. Thank God. All right. So now, because of the fucking draft is finally open, because Roger decided to take forever to open it, the Jaguars are now actually on the clock, and they will be fucking wait. Let me see if I can get the text GDI. That's not it. Nah, I'm not Tom Grossi. I can't do all the fancy shit. All right, 8 minutes for the Jaguars to pick. It is just. All right, so right now, Jacksonville's on the clock. Jacksonville can do pretty much anything they want. Jacksonville does not need a quarterback. Don't need a quarterback. They got Trevor Lawrence, who I think can actually do very well for the Jacksonville Jaguars if they give him a supporting cast, which they have done well. Right now, most people are saying that Aiden Hutchinson is the pick to go. He is a dominant edge rusher, and he's played against very good teams, so you can't even say that he's just playing soft opponents. He's done well against good teams and good offensive lines, so he is actually just a shit wrecker on the defensive line coming off of the edge. So I do not think it is far off for us to see them pick Aiden Hutchinson first overall. But there is also Trayvon Walker, who's been recently taking boards, and also Kavion. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but I'm not even going to try. Those two are also a very mixed match pair for players who could also go overall. For me, I like Walker. Walker is usually off the edge, but for some reason, even though his size isn't the greatest, he's shown that he can go up the nose as well. Right now, my thing is that I trust Fitty. All right. Oh, the pick is in. The pick is in. Pick is in already. Pick is in. All right. I got a notebook. All right. Let's see what happens. The pick is in. It's still in. Pick is in. Come on. Come on. Roger. All right, he's up. The first pick in the NFL draft is Trayvon Walker. Walker goes to the Lions. Now are officially on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. Trayvon Walker shot up draft boards seemingly out of nowhere. And I mean, you can see it in his tape. He is dominant in his play. With Hutchinson available, I feel like the Lions may actually go for him. The pick is in for the Lions. Holy shit. Oh. Holy fuck. The pick is already in. The pick is in. They did it so fast. I think they just took Hutchinson. Already going fast when it comes to the draft right now. All right, Roger Goodell's on the stage. The Lions pick with the second overall pick, Aiden Hutchinson. Oh god, this is stressful. This is stressful. All right. All right. So on the clock now are the Texans. The Texans have a lot of choices here. Hutch is staying in Michigan. I shaved for this. So please, for the love of God. All right. Coming up to 5:45 for time when it comes to the Texans needing to get their pick in. I want barbecue. All right. Pick is not in yet. All right. The pick is actually now in, just as I say it. Nice job. All right. Let's see. The pick is in. All right. The pick is in. They will not be trading back. All right. Houston. Pick. Who would they Then all right, Goodell's on the stage. The third pick. Texans will select Stingley. Stingley, the corner defensive back. They take Derek Stingley, the corner. The board so far, it could change right now very, very quickly. Jets are now on the clock. Sauce Gardner, not the first defensive back to come off. So far we have in the draft picks, number 1 overall, we have Trayvon Walker, defensive end. After that, we have Aiden Hutchinson, of course, defensive end, going to Detroit at 2nd. And now Derek Stingley, defensive back. The moment I find out the number of our first overall pick, I promise to the entirety of everyone that I'm going to get their jersey. All right. It's past 5 minutes. I tried to just flip my empty bottle. It didn't work. It didn't land. Twitter's not really getting these tweets out to me fast. Pick in yet? I don't think the Jets expected the board to fall this way, even though it's only 4. All right, the pick is in. The pick is now in. needs to come down. Mish. Given this. Taking a long time for the commissioner to get up on the fucking stage. Jets War Room is definitely, yeah, they got a Ukrainian flag in there. Very nice. I'm sure it's a PR move, but still, nice to see. Alright, come on. The pick hasn't been in for a while now. What the fuck? Roger! Roger, my dear boy! Where is the pick? I require pickage! There he is. Fuck no. With the 4th pick, the Jets pick Sauce Gardner. Sauce Gardner to the Jets. And now, the next New Jersey team gets to pick. We are getting close to Carolina's pick much faster than we usually do. But now the Giants are on the clock. Comes Sauce going up to the stage. Yeah, it took them so long that it's already 6 minutes past. Oh, Sauce went the wrong way. He's 6'2", has good height for a corner. He is just the definition of lockdown to me. I'm very excited to see what he can do. If the Panthers didn't already have a cornerback room that was pretty good right now, because I feel like CJ can do better. They're showing his highlights. He has pretty good highlights. Sauce Gardner. All right, Giants. With the fact that no tackles have gone on the board yet. None. And the Giants can only take 1 tackle out of the 3 main ones that have been great this season. So I didn't do any mock drafts because, yeah. I'm trying to think, who are the Giants going to take? I feel like I feel like it's gonna be one of the tackles. Maybe, maybe Icky, Icky. Oh, Giants. All right, the pick is in. The pick is in. Pick is in. I'm scared. Yeah, no, this draft has been extremely fast. Usually, the number 6 pick does not go until a little bit after 9. So we're actually extremely early when it comes to it. So good for me as a Panthers fan, but also terrifying for me because usually I can have my fear drawn out for a longer period of time. Now my fear is just up front in front of me. But it is very, very weird how so far it has just been complete quick picks in. All right. He's here. All right. Someone is getting ready to pick. The Giants fan who's about to announce it. I it's not too crazy, but I feel like Fit is not going to want to give the Saints anything that they want. The only thing I have. All right. All right, so they are selecting Kayvon Thibodeau. I can't pronounce his last name even though I just heard it. But it's another defensive end. Another. They take Kayvon Thibodeau, which means the board is wide open. maybe. But for me, I think right now, because the board is wide open, Icky's more project. Neil is interesting, but work with me here. There we go. The Panthers are officially on the clock, and that terrifies me. For me, yeah, you mentioned that Cross is my favorite, but people are always terrified when someone's so well rounded like that they are only meant for a college scheme and that they might not pan out NFL level. Like Mekhi Becton, for example. Big show. Crazy. But there's already rumors that they might be starting to think about moving on from him, which is crazy to me. I am so terrified. Just please not Kenny Pickett. Just please not Kenny Pickett. Please. Please not Kenny. I just don't want Kenny Pickett. I have nothing wrong with Kenny. I just do not want Kenny at 6. Kenny is more of a mid first round pick to me. And yeah, true. Becton does have injury issues, which is a shame because he is just massive and he has the skill with his hands. For me, if the Panthers pick Malik Willis, I will not be too upset. But I really want them to get a big stay left tackle. Oof. Good question. Pick in yet? Pick in yet? Come on. Yeah. A center is also extremely important. And at the moment, I mean, we have Bozeman. Bozeman is probably going to be our center. All right. Are they going to get the pick in? Or are we going to miss our pick? Are we going to miss our pick? Come on. Losing time here. So it's odd for me. If the Panthers trade back, I won't be too upset, especially if we can get Linderbaum. But all right, the pick is in. Okay, cool. The pick is in. Pick is in. Very nice, very nice. No, cause yeah, you tired. I keep mixing up the two. Did the Steelers have Marquise or Mike? I always mix up the two. One was Chargers, one was Steelers. I always mix up those two brothers. They're both very lovable though. They're both very fun people to watch outside of football, and also very fun to watch. No trade. Yeah, no trade. The pick is in. Uh, I am going to get the jersey of whoever they pick. For me, when it comes for Neil, his size is both impressive and a worry. At one point, the Panthers were starting Sam Tecklenburg at center last season, but with Bradley Bozeman, I think we're fine. Then after that, we have Austin Corbett, Taylor Moton. Then we could put Brady Christensen in the guard spot, at the left guard spot, and then after that, we probably take a tackle here, if not a QB. But yeah, Evan Neal's size is both a pro and a con because that biggest size in the NFL, like Mekhi Becton, can lead to injury concerns and can be issues when it comes to weight and passing physicals. Yeah, it's all right, come on, come on. Shown Malik Willis, who shown both Malik Willis and Kenny Pickett, who have not picked up their phones. Yeah, so after this, because of the trades we've made for some of the players, including Sam Darnold, we've lost our day two picks. Fitterer, our GM, considers CJ Henderson our third round pick, which is a good way to think about it. And with the sixth pick, the Panthers select Icky. They take a tackle. Oh, we take Icky. All right, so we take Icky tackle. All right, so we did pick. Yeah, I feel like Henderson also has some mind issues. He's dealing with a lot when it comes to his life outside of football. So I hope if he gets the support he needs when it comes to that, he'll be fine. Because of course it all comes down to being okay there for sports. Giants are back on the clock now. It does hurt not having a second round pick. But depending on we don't this is pretty much it for the Panthers end because we don't have anything to really trade back into the first round to even get a quarterback that was maybe in the second round. Yeah, and for me, when it comes to Icky, like Icky can pass block on occasion. So if we can make sure that he builds on that ability with the conditioning coaches, then we'll be fine. Because even if he has issues, everyone is always concerned. I feel like it'll be fine. There he is, holding up that big jersey right there. I'm not upset about this at all. I mean, for me, I'm not totally sold on the fact that Sam Darnold's done. He was in a gay system for years and then got kicked out of New York. We take him in a trade, and he has no supporting cast. I'm willing to give him because Rule also brought him here. Yeah, the Carolina defense, I feel like, is very up and coming. But this Rule wanted Darnold. This is probably Rule's year on the hot seat. So if because we don't get QB here, he better make Darnold work or else he's gone. This is both of their years on the hot seat. This will determine whether or not Darnold can be a starter or will be a career backup, and whether or not the pick is already in. Damn. Or whether or not Rule belongs to NFL coaching, and if Darnold will be a career backup. The problem with Carolina's defense, though, is that they exert their energy too fast and can sometimes get very tired near the end of games. But that's also because the offense does nothing and keeps punting away shit. Yeah, so Icky stays home, though, which I love because he's a Charlotte native. He's also... He's both a Charlotte native. Sorry, cop car passed by. Charlotte native, went to NC State. He's staying home. He's staying in Carolina, which I love. I always love stories like that. I'm a sucker for those. But the pick is in for the Giants, so the Giants can get the rusher they wanted and the tackle. This could be an amazing, amazing draft for the Giants. But yet they still have Daniel Jones as QB, who they did not pick up the fifth-year option for. But the franchise tag can go if he plays well in his final season, because this could be the final season Daniel Jones ever plays as a starter. Could end up becoming a career backup later on in free agency. Or if Tom Brady, which this is most likely his last year, also, does anyone know why the Giants are already giving up on Kadarius Toney? There's like trade rumors. All right, the New York Goodell is there. The Giants will select Evan Neal. Tackle. So they get their big tackle, Evan Neal, monster of a man. All right, Atlanta is now here. Atlanta, a wild card. Right, Falcons are on the clock. Wow. I feel like this is actually going to be Tom's last season. He just came back now for who the fuck knows why. Huge. Do you have receivers on your mock draft or something? Atlanta needs a receiver. Atlanta needs a receiver bad. Bad. With Calvin Ridley being out for a year due to suspension. Bullshit suspension, might I add, but helps Panthers. God, the Giants both get their. They get the edge they want and the tackle. I mean, that's a beautiful draft for the Giants. I just need to know what number Icky's gonna wear so I can get this jersey. Icky Ikwanu. Ekwanu? Ikwanu? I don't know how to pronounce his name. Maybe the Falcons go. Uh, all right, I just checked Tom Grossi's fucking. And they're just spamming 28-3. I love it. Oh, the pick is now in. So my father's favorite team was the Panthers, of course, but he also did his second favorite team was Pittsburgh because he grew up in Indiana and that made him hate Indianapolis. Also because the Colts weren't in Indianapolis yet, I don't think. So I hope the Steelers have a good draft. Agua, good for the soul. I dripped it on my notebook. Fuck. The wide receiver. All right, Atlanta is on. They pick. I was right. They will pick wide receiver Drake London. At number 8, I can't help but feel that might be a reach, but it is their main need as a team. But Drake London? That is just crazy to me. Like, it's a need, but it's not the right pick right here. No one was making a crazy fucking mistake, but now, yeah, you're right. Just fucking Atlanta's like, I like Drake London. I mean, Drake London has a fantastic tape, but it just doesn't make sense to me. I miss Julio too. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a very, very weird person I miss when good players are on division rivals teams because it makes the matchups more fun. For me, it just like I miss Drew Brees. When you're going up against your division rivals and they're also a good team, it just makes watching the games more fun. I don't like playing against in a division where like all the other three teams are trash. Being in a good division makes games feel earned and more fun. I miss Julio. I miss Drew Brees. They're just not the same. I'm gonna miss Matt Ryan. Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna pick. Maybe they hit Cross. Do they need offensive line help? Yeah, you're right. Look, I love Jerbo though. He's funny. Like, think about it. At least when Burrow is on the decline, which if I mean they fixed the O line, but they still have glaring needs there too, especially when it comes to guard. I feel like TJ Watt is gonna have a fun time. I really want to see TJ Watt fight Collins on the Bengals O line. I feel like that's a fantastic matchup, a very good fight to see. I mean, his first season in the NFL ended with him getting Vietnam blasted his knee out, so you'd have 1,000 yards there too if you thought you're going to go first overall and then have your career ruined because no one wants to protect you. Like you stepped on a goddamn landmine. Is Pick in yet? Pick's not even in yet. Okay, the pick is in. Yeah, pick is in. Do the graphic. Ta-da! I really want to see Seattle just to make a huge fucking reach and draft Kenny Pickett here. I want that to happen. God, they're giving me pancake. Okay, okay. Once this pick is in, I'm gonna go grab my food downstairs. No idea, Aurora. No idea. Ah, the draft is actually moving pretty fast, so hopefully not too long. Currently, we're on pick 9. There's 32 picks in the draft. First round, that is. First round of NFL draft. All right, here they are. The Seahawks will select Charles Cross. I guessed it. They get help for the offensive line after trading away Russell Wilson. Because, yeah, sure, that makes sense. All right. I'm going to go get my food real quick. So, chat, please stay calm. I will be back. I'm back. I'm back. Thank God. Okay. I am back. Pick in. On my phone. All right, the pick is in. Oh, God. Oh, really? That's crazy. Apparently, this is where a lot of people thought that Debo Samuel could be, you know, traded. The Jets will select Garrett Wilson. A Wilson connection will be made on the Jets. Who is Washington? The Washington Commanders, even though I really just want to say football team. Washington Commanders are on the clock. Excuse me, I'm starving. Move Mims to the slot, maybe. Might get traded. Whoa! Trade! There will be a trade to the Saints. That terrifies me. The Saints have traded up to pick number 11. You guys want a hush puppy? Pretty good. Please, Saints, draft Kenny Pickett. I feel like the Saints are the worst fit for Kenny Pickett. Oh no, Cross is already gone. Cross went to Seattle. Yeah, Seattle picked Charles Cross. All right, so the Saints gave up their first, third, and fourth to move up to 11, moving up 5 spots from the 16th to the from 16 to 11. So there must be someone who was on their board who they didn't think was going to be on, and they decided to trade for it. Washington must have had someone on their board that they didn't think would be there, that they didn't think would already be gone. So, whew. But honestly, they didn't give up too much for this big trade. Oh, I stopped using here. All right, the pick is in. I forgot to change the name. But the pick is in. All right, so Saints will select. Hurry up. Come on. They're just talking about fucking Amazon. Okay, yeah, cool. Amazon Prime Video. Who cares? All right, Saints go Olave. Thanks. The fucking. Also, thanks Saints for ruining a pick. Lions. Thanks for that, Ryan. Didn't know that. I am so far behind, and they just keep wasting time anyway. They're taking forever. I'm gonna go get my phone. Twitter, save me. All right, so the Vikings aren't picking until the last pick of the draft. The Lions are now gonna pick. The graphic on ESPN is fucked up. They traded a lot of early second. God, I don't understand the Olave pick. The pick is in. This draft has been insane. It was so uniform. Good picks made. Now there's just picks fucking everywhere. I don't know who to. Malik Willis isn't sitting. Oh no, there he is. He's sitting next to his family. The Lions need a quarterback. Jared Goff is not it. Did another fucking trade just happen? Eagles trade to 13. Eagles trade with Houston for the 13th pick. Holy fuck. Someone tell me what the Lions pick is. There's already another trade. So the Eagles, I don't know, but I'm happy the Saints did it. But so 3 trades in a row. The Philadelphia Eagles move up only 2 positions in the draft and give up only a bunch of late round picks. The Lions will select Jameson Williams. I cannot imagine that Tom Grossi's happy right now. All right. Now Philadelphia is on the clock. All right, Philadelphia's on the clock. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go. You saw nothing. Understand that, Ryan? You saw nothing. That did not happen. I had to get more water. All right, the pick is in. Give me one of my sandwiches. I shouldn't be eating on a stream, but I'm hungry. I don't know where you live, but this is Smithfield's barbecue. It's fantastic. Ugh. Who are the Eagles gonna pick? Yeah, in North Carolina, Smithfield's barbecue is a huge, huge place. Yeah. We'll have to see. Taking off my glasses real quick. Why are the Eagles taking so goddamn long? Do you think he's gonna win your division? I think the Buccaneers are gonna win again for mine. NFC South, probably Buccaneers again. Nothing on Twitter yet. Oh, here it comes. All right. Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis is going to Philly. For me, it's not that the Bucks have it all; it's that the other teams in our division don't have anything else. I mean, the Falcons, Marcus Mariota at QB, O line that has Swiss cheese holes in it when it doesn't have like their O line personnel. These are good or terrible, no in between. Uh, their receivers now is just Drake London. That's pretty much the only good receiver they have because Calvin Ridley's going to be out. Then when you go to the Saints, Jameis Winston, who we don't know if he's going to take the next step there. Michael Thomas, also, we don't know whether or not he's going to play well again. And they just got Chris Olave, but their defense is aging, so you don't know what they're going to do. They only have a few young pieces on that defense. Pick is in for the Ravens. Sorry, I didn't go off again, but it is Ravens. Ravens, apparently. Houston will be picking after that. When it comes to the Panthers, since we got the tackle, we need to either we're trading for another QB who we don't know how they'll be, or we're trying to see if Sam Darnold can pick it up this final year where we give him his last chance. And because the Panthers have a defense, but the defense is also really young, so they make rookie mistakes. So it's not that I believe that the Bucks are going to. I don't think the Buccaneers have it all. I just think they have more than the division. Because then the Buccaneers still have a pretty good defense. There's a few holes, but they can fill them. And then after that, they still have Tom Brady, who I don't like. Even if I don't think he's the greatest of all time, he's still a good quarterback, great quarterback, fantastic. And even while he's aging, he's not slowing down. We'll see. He may slow down. I mean, the Panthers' defense, was already top 5 in a few aspects, but eventually just got too tired and too beaten down. So I feel like the Panthers' defense is going to be is going to be what make the Panthers good. So the Panthers, were top 5 in some aspects, top 10 in a lot, and then if they can fix where they were near the bottom of the defensive standings, then that means it'll be possible. I feel like the Panthers have a possibility to have a complete top 10 defense this year, and like, I mean complete, like every defensive category in the top 10. feel like everything's very... Alright, checking Twitter. Apparently, everything is behind. The Ravens take Hamilton. And Texans on Twitter. The Texans took green. As long as Twitter's not lying to me. Let me go check Twitter. The Ravens trade Mark Hollywood Brown. But they traded Hollywood Brown. The Ravens have traded a wide receiver Marquise Brown to the Cardinals. Hollywood Brown. What the world? They traded Brown and pick number 1 for the Cardinals' 23rd overall pick. God, Twitter, can you help me out here a little bit more? So, what do you... Alright, Ryan, how do you feel about the Ravens getting Kyle Hamilton? Alright, Washington's back on the clock. We already know, yeah, Kenyon Green. Twitter is saying that they took John Dotson. This draft is insane because everything's like so low. But so Commanders Twitter saying Dotson. Yeah. This is going to be a very interesting draft that could really shake up the scene. All right. Got it. All right. So pick is in. Just I don't know what's going on. I mean, so for when it comes to the Browns, it depends on whether or not Deshaun Watson plays for me, or whether or not he'll be suspended. Because even with 2 years out of play, almost, he still just got it. It's still Deshaun Watson. He played so well beforehand, even with a shitty team around him. But it's weird. The Ravens, I don't know what the Ravens are. And then the Bengals, of course, are building a super team again. So I'm gonna say Bengals win AFC North. The West, AFC West is hard. AFC East, say the Bills win that one. AFC South. Colts, I'm going to say they take a surprise one there. NFC East, Cowboys. NFC South, Buccaneers. I did not just... A.J. Brown are trading. A.J. Brown's going to the Eagles. A.J. Brown is being traded. For only a first and a third. Hollywood gets traded. A.J. Brown is traded. What the fuck is going on? And they traded it for only a first and a third. A.J. Brown. With this, I think the Eagles, if Jalen Hurts can make the jump, Eagles win NFC East over the Cowboys, possibly, if Jalen Hurts can make the jump. Because the Eagles already have an underrated defense. Pick is in for the Chargers. This draft is going fast and crazy. The first draft I've ever covered on this channel, and it decides to be one of a goddamn fever dream. Alright, I need to go check Twitter. I said I was gonna... The NFL Twitter account themselves have just tweeted, "What is going on?" I don't know, you tell me. And the Chargers are picking Zion Johnson, a guard. Yeah, some teams are just getting fucking crippled. But, holy shit. The Titans are on the clock now due to the trade. But Chargers have just picked Zion Johnson, a guard, getting more protection. Ryan, right now, it is falling pretty alright to you guys. Holy shit. What the fuck is going on? Camera! Face! Please. This is insane. This is... Why? Just why? QBs are falling. Falling like flies. Alright, the pick is in. I just don't know what the hell is going on. They've already extended. Already. So this has to be in the making. Because they already extended AJ Brown for 4 years for $100 million. 57 million of that guaranteed. The DJ extension, DJ Moore, is the greatest timed extension ever. Camera, come on. Because DJ would have commanded more money. It's like Fitty knew what the fuck was going on with the wide receiver market and said, yeah, we're going to do this now. So confused. Pick has been in. Come on, hurry up. All right, the Titans select Traylon Burks. Traylon Burks. New Orleans back on the clock. Yeah, only wanting 18 mil seems like it's just chump change. Saints are on the clock. No quarterbacks have come off the board. Oh yeah, Tom. Oh no, that was like the last good one, wasn't it? Tom Grossi is probably very upset. I mean, they could still trade for a wide receiver. When it comes to the Packers, this is a terrible draft for them, huh? I just don't know how. Pick's not in yet. They only have around 3 minutes to get it in. This is also a very fast draft. Pick is in. Pittsburgh's in a good spot. I just don't know. Let's see. The Saints will select tackle Trevor Penning. That means the Steelers. All right, your Steelers are on the clock here. So, I don't know. Will they go get that center? Will they go get Malik Willis? Will they go get Kenny Pickett? All right. Pick is not in yet. Just under 5 minutes for them to select their pick. Yeah, Tuitt's getting there. But I don't think there's much, yeah, like you said, not too much D line left. There's a lot of linebackers, a lot of corners. Trade for Debo. Will they trust Mitch Trubisky for a year? Or will they go for a quarterback now? This also says a lot about Trubisky. All right, the pick is officially in. The pick is in. All right, so pick is in. Could be the first quarterback off the board. Can you imagine if no quarterbacks go off the board in the first round? It was Malik Willis. Malik Willis was my favorite quarterback out of the draft. True. With the 20th pick, the 2022 NFL Draft, the Steelers will pick the Steelers will select. Come on, hurry up. Pittsburgh Steelers select Kenny Pickett. The Pittsburgh Steelers select Kenny Pickett, quarterback. How do you feel, Ryan? You living? I hope you're living. You have selected Kenny Pickett with the 20th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft. You have selected Kenny Pickett. The Patriots. Patriots have traded. Right, there's a trade, but I don't know who they traded to. They're just saying trade. I'm trying to find out who they traded with. All right, they traded with the Chiefs. All right, the Chiefs are on the clock now. Chiefs are on the clock. Honestly, I feel like you should start Trubisky week 1 just to see what he can do, because Pickett might need a year. The pick is already in for the Chiefs. Here's my back. Come on. The I know. I mean, we got a trade, but I feel like the Chiefs are about to take Pickens. Apparently, Hearing Tree wanted the quarterback there. Chiefs will select McDuffie. No, the Chiefs have taken McDuffie. Which now puts the Packers on the clock. I'm sure Tom is happy about this. McDuffie is a corner. Yeah, he's a cornerback. I wonder, depending on if Sam Howell goes into second or third, maybe the Panthers take fourth. You can get good quarterbacks in later rounds. We know this. Fitterer said we're looking into options for. Pick is in. All right, so the Packers pick is in. This could make or break Tom. I should go do a stream. I should check. I mean, they still have Chris Jones, which is great for the D-line. They have no secondary help, especially with the loss of Terry Matthew. True. Carson Strong could be nice in the fourth. Fitterer said that we're looking to trade back into day 2. So it is possible that we try to get a quarterback there. Because Fitterer has said to Sam Darnold himself that they're looking to add a quarterback in the room to bring competition. Good question. Malik Willis might fall out of the first round. All right. Let me go to Tom's stream real quick. Just have it pulled up so I can see his reaction. I feel like Chris Jones is deflating just because he has to do everything there. No, he said he was going to explore options in the draft and in free agency and trading. But he's told Sam that the position is his for now, but it will be a competition and they will bring in another guy. All right. The Packers will select Quay Walker. Quay Walker is a linebacker. First linebacker off the board. Rattler. Does Rattler in this draft? I think Rattler. Spencer Rattler. All right. Who's next? Ravens are now on the... But there is a trade. All right, never mind. It's Buffalo. Buffalo is traded up. So the Bills are now on the clock. I couldn't remember. There's another quarterback that people were talking about. I forget his name, but if you forget his name, then he's probably not that good. Or at least not that good of a prospect. He could be good in the NFL. We never know. For me, like, what's scary about the draft is that the reason that you never know how good a player is going to be. Some players who do fantastic in the college level will flop in the NFL level. And some players who don't really do that good in the college level may just need that pro style play. and they bust out. It's amazing. I feel like the Bills are probably going to get another corner. I mean, yeah, that is true. Edmonds confuses me. He shows flashes. Camera. Bills pick is in. True. Fitzpatrick is just amazing, though. I love him. Minka. Bills, we gonna do? All right, the Bills are taking Elam, another corner. Elam, I think that's how they pronounce it. Help for Tre'Davious White. Micah Hyde. Alright. One of my most hated teams, besides my division rivals, are picking next. Cowboys. I hate the Cowboys. They're on the clock. Gross. True. I don't know what's worse. Are Eagles fans or Cowboys fans worse? When it comes to like picks, just trust. Yeah, that's definitely true. Around 5 minutes for them to make the pick. I have to drive 3 hours tomorrow. Yeah. I haven't been to Philly. Yeah, I'm staying up for all of round 1. We're almost done. I might as well. I won't be around for day 2, so Drew. The worst city I've ever been to is probably St. Louis. That place you just feel like you're gonna get stabbed just by walking a foot out the airport. Alright, pick is in for the Cowboys. I've also been to San Fran. Not a big fan. What's funny is that I've been to Atlanta once, but and I've been to JFK. Uh, I was lucky that my flight, the layover, was the same plane flight, so I just didn't get off the plane. Yeah, wasn't a big fan of San Fran, and I went there before San Fran went to shit. I've been to San Diego. San Diego was actually quite nice. Been to LA. No, just no. Granted, I'm a very small town type of guy. I was born in Charlotte, but lived in small town North Carolina for the longest time. Only now have I been like for the past 4 years of my life have I been living full time in Raleigh, and I'm living on the outside of Raleigh too. So I'm not even like in proper city. I'm just in like the neighborhoods around it. Like I live more in the small town next to Raleigh, but my postal code just always says Raleigh. All right, Cowboys are selecting tackle Tyler Smith. Got to replace Collins, huh? All right. Yeah. So when I was in JFK, it's because I was going to basic training for the army. So I had to go to St. Louis because I would go to Fort Leonard Wood. But the my flight was just staying in there, so I was like I knew how big JFK was and how convoluted it was, and it's the first time I was ever flying, so I did not feel like my first experience, my like technically my first experience was RDU, but my second ever experience in the airport being JFK, I was like, yeah, fuck that, I'll stay in a plane and just wait. And yeah, it was a meh pick, but I can see why they did it. Icky saying he is ready. God, Cincinnati, really? I've been in 25 out of all 50 states. My favorite state still being North Carolina because I'm a homegrown hometown boy. God, that'd be terrible. I don't want Eagles fans to have happiness. They're just. I mean, Debo just doesn't want to play there anymore. I don't know why though. He has a. It's a great system there, and even while he's when he's used as a wide receiver, it's just yeah. Yeah. True. Hello there. Right now, the draft is slow because we're waiting for the Ravens to do their thing. The Ravens are taking a long time to get their pick in right now. And I'm happy because the Panthers didn't draft a quarterback. Honestly, I feel like Debo. It could happen tonight. A Debo trade might happen before the preseason, though. All right, so the pick is in fact in. Took them a long time. So So, if I was to trade back, I don't really. If the Panthers traded back and Malik Willis was still here, I wouldn't be as upset. But I think because this should be a hot seat year for both Matt Rule, I feel like he should have to use Sam Darnold. I believe Sam Darnold can do more than what we've seen, but it should be his final year along with Matt Rule. Matt Rule wanted to bring him in and got him at the price of a second and third round pick, so with a revitalized offensive line and weapons out the ass, Sam has no excuse, and neither does Matt Rule. So they both get their final chance together. And if that doesn't work out, get a new head coach and a new quarterback next season. Like, let's say we traded back and Malik Willis was still available in like around the 20s, like he is right now. I'd be fine with that. But because we got Icky, I'm extremely happy with the draft. Cross was my favorite tackle, but of course, that's just me. I'm not upset with Icky at all. Oh god, I'm sorry, Ryan. The Ravens just took center Tyler Lindenbaum. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, that's Tepper's fault. I'm sorry, Ryan. You don't deserve this. But they've taken your center. And I can't help but say that I'm sorry because we're the ones who took their center through free agency. We took Bradley Bozeman. I apologize. In In some weird way, I feel like I am at fault for this, and the Panthers have done this to you. Titans are on the clock now. All right, right. There has been a trade. The Jets have traded to the 26th pick. They got a freaking. The Packers do need a wide receiver, but Johnson could fall still. They're picking in 2 picks. The Jets don't exactly need a wide receiver now. Yeah, the Jets. The Jets could use a wide receiver. Jets. Actually, the Jets could be it. Uh, I mean, this is a very deep wide receiver class. I feel like there's going to be a lot of wide receiver talent to be taken. All right, but yeah. Sky Moore is still available. And Johnson be nice. All right, the pick is officially in. All right. Yeah, I feel bad for you. You know. No, I will not be able to do it in 3 days, unfortunately. Both tomorrow and Saturday, I will be gone for a funeral of a family member, so I will not be able to do the entire draft. I wish I could, but I have to go back down to Charlotte. Excuse me, camera. Come on. Pick is still in. Packers need a receiver. They could get more help for Eric Stokes and Alexander. Jets will pick. Thank you. I mean, it's my grandmother. We knew it was coming. It just still sucks no matter if you know. All right. All right. Jets get Jermaine Johnson. Who are the Packers going to get? Don't know. They, yeah. So they get the defensive end for Jermaine Johnson. It's a great for them. So defensive end Jermaine Johnson. Packers could have used him. It sounds. All right, so there is a trade. All right, the Jaguars are on the clock, not Tampa Bay anymore. Trading with Tampa Bay. All right, now the Jags. There have been 6 trades in the first round this draft. 6. Johnson's wearing a very interesting suit. But let's see. Jets get Sauce, Wilson, and now Johnson. 2 great defensive players. And then a wide receiver. Pickens, maybe. I mean, they just gave Christian Kirk a bunch of money. Almost done. This has been an absolute insane draft right now. All right, the Jaguars pick is in. After this, I'm sure a certain Tom Grossi has to be excited because the Packers will be on the clock. I like Chenault. Chenault has a pretty good upside. True, I hope not. That's fair. The Ravens are losing this draft right now because they just traded away Hollywood. Whatever you do, please don't trade Jordan Love to Atlanta. I'd really like them just to have to deal with Marcus Mariota. It'd be very nice for me. Thank you. People are still just so critical of the fucking Jordan Love pick. I mean, no one could have guessed that, like, Aaron could have lasted this long at his age. But everyone's like, look at Tom Brady. Tom Brady's the exception. And that's also because Tom Brady just doesn't scramble. He barely ever scrambles. He barely ever gets hit. That's why he's been able to last so long. Aaron does more with the ball. Runs, scrambles, moves around in the pocket. Even still, I mean, you gotta think, like, I understand that Jordan wants to play soon, but getting that much time. I mean, we don't know what Love can do in the NFL level. We've seen him play like what, one game, maybe two. It doesn't include preseason. We haven't seen what Love can do, but we've seen that Marcus Mariota, like, he's athletic. That's what keeps him in the league, but he's not the greatest quarterback. All right, the pick is in. All right, here he is. All right, Jaguars will select Devin Lloyd. Devin Lloyd is the selection, which puts Packers on the clock. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it'd be very interesting to see a joint way for, like, the USFL or the upcoming XFL where you could, like, send them. But, like, if you could, like, send a player to the XFL still on contract, but let them play during the spring for half a season, that'd be a pretty good way to, like, gauge your practice squad as well. But that'd be a lot of business negotiation, a lot of, corporate handling about things. It'd be very confusing, so I don't know how to really exactly work out. But it's cool to think about. Oh, the pick is in. Pick is already in for Packers. The Packers could use a linebacker to help with Devondre Campbell, who they had just extended. But the Packers pick is in. They need a wide receiver. They need more than a wide receiver. They need some wide receivers. Linebacker get up. Someone line up with Kenny Pickett. Not Kenny Pickett. Fucking Kenny Clark. Kenny Pickett was just went to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yeah. It'd be interesting if they could make it happen. I feel like that'd be a very cool dynamic between the NFL and USFL, because then players who just went straight to the USFL who play fantastic probably could get NFL contracts. Hell yeah. Kenny Pickett on that defensive line? Him and his tiny hands? I don't know why people kept giving him crap for his hands. Still obviously throws the football just fine. This is taking forever. Yeah, true. Alright, come on. Down. Alright. The Green Bay Packers will select. Grab my pen. Okay, we get it. He won the Walter Payton Man. Walter Payton Man of the Year, we understand. What the hell? I don't know. That's a good question. Why is he? Is he a native? Is he a native or some sort? I wonder. No, he's not. Then I have no idea what the fuck he's doing up there. I wish he'd hurry up. I wonder how's Tom handling this. All right, come on. Come on, Goodell. Pick is Devontae Wyatt. Getting help for Kenny Clark. I think they were just bringing them for the thing. Yeah, Devontae Wyatt, defensive line, helping out Kenny Clark. Almost like Kenny Pickett again. All right. He's a tackle, specifically. He is a tackle, so he will be lining up next to Kenny Clark. No wide receiver by the Packers in the first round, but then again, this is a very deep wide receiver class. So people who are going to be yelling at the Packers on Twitter until tomorrow just need to be quiet. This is they can find their guy in day 2. And they have plenty of day 2 picks. They'll be fine. Patriots are now on the clock next, and we'll see what they do here. I just don't know why people are so upset. Apparently the pick is in already. It just doesn't make sense to me why people are so upset at the Packers. Like, okay, yes, you do need wide receiver help, but this defense needed a few key pieces to be top 10, maybe top 5. Yeah, Daniel, exactly. I mean, the Packers are fantastic. The Packers are my second favorite team. That's why I'm also interested. Of course, for me, when it comes to it, it's Panthers all the way up here. Packers are there, but then all the other teams. But still second favorite. There's going to be a lot of people in that draft room if you get all the owners in there. Imagine that. Just every fan owner is just not pounding on that door. Goody! We want a receiver! That was loud. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tom's just going to be like, I swear to God. I mean, day 2, Tom Grossi, wide receiver, Packers. Thoughts? So here, real quick, I just want to check. Yeah, currently, the wide receiver room for the Green Bay Packers looks like Sammy Watkins, Randall Cobb, Alan Lazard, Amari Rogers, Juwan Renfree, Malik Taylor, Chris Blair, and Rico Gafford. Most of those players, I don't even know their names. Like, I just read them, just found out. Tom can play any position on the board. We all know this. But I mean, Alan Lazard, he has splashes, but he's not the best guy. He's more useful in a slot. Sammy Watkins, he's aging and like had like a few good seasons, but hasn't done much. He was overshadowed. Yeah, they have 6 wide receivers. None of none of the names. Most of these guys were special teamers. But like Amari Rogers, we haven't seen what he can do. He might do better this year, especially if they he saw barely any snaps, especially with the addition of Randall Cobb midway through the season. Sammy Watkins could do fine. Alan Lazard, we've seen Aaron Rodgers utilize him, but he's not a number 1 guy. Currently, the number 1 wide receiver is probably a toss-up between Sammy Watkins and Randall Cobb. But Cobb is also more better used in the slot or wide receiver 2. Like, all of the wide receivers that they have are number 2 in slots. There's no wide receiver 1 on this team. And I mean, look, they can find that in tomorrow. They can find it. I can understand why people are concerned. And yet, there's still possibilities that they trade for a proven guy later. They get Cole Strange. The Patriots just collect Cole Strange. Why? I don't know. He's a guard, though. Very strange pick for a man whose name is Strange. Who's next? All right, KC is next. Kansas City, but yeah, they take Cole Strange. I don't know what Bill did. I mean, Daniel, that is kind of true, but you know for a fact that Aaron Rodgers likes a number 1 guy that he can give a ball to when he really needs a play to be done. He did force it a lot to Devontae, and I mean, we've seen that he doesn't need that to happen. But we do know like his style play does prefer a wide receiver 1 to be available. But even still, they still need more than just Watkins, Lazard, and Cobb, especially because Cobb is aging. He's not nearly as fast as he used to. All right. Either the graphic is broken or the pick is still in. All right, so the pick is for the Chiefs is Carl Loftus. Very interesting name. He's a defensive end. Bengals, they are on the clock. The Packers have tight end depth. They don't need to get another one. I still want to see Josiah DeGuara do more. I don't feel like it'd be terrible for the Packers not to do anything more with the tight end position. And hey, remember, in the next Madden, these guys will have special actual used character models. And not a lot of these guys are really very distinct in their looks, so hey, easy work for the Madden team, even though they don't work at all. The Bengals have pretty much have a very well-rounded team. They fixed the holes in the offensive line. I bet they go defense here. I don't think they need much when it comes to offense. All right, the pick is in. Wow, the first round's almost done. It's not even midnight yet. What do you mean? Eli Apple is the greatest corner to ever grace the NFL field. No, Daniel. The Bengals made an incredible O line in free agency. They really went out and got Burrow a lot of protection when it comes to free agent pickups. There should be no more 9 sacks taken in a playoff game. What do you mean? Eli Apple never gets burnt. He's Mr. Lockdown. Yeah, the Bengals did good building a O line for Burrow and the. I guess they could use another guard. They got both their tackles. They got a good center and a good guard. They could use another guard, but that's nitpicky. So they don't really need too much. Oh yeah, Eli Apple, full on. God, wasn't Eli Apple on the Panthers at one point? I don't remember. Lamar Jackson just tweeted, "What the fuck?" Oh yeah, they should definitely go get AB. Yeah, that is true. Bakhtiari should be good to go, though. All right, the pick hasn't been announced yet, but the Vikings are on the clock. Isn't OBJ still available? Right. I don't know, but he doesn't seem happy with the fact that they traded Hollywood Brown. Like he just straight up just tweeted W2F. Just that's it. He's just what the fuck. Kind of funny. Yeah, 37 minutes ago, Lamar Jackson. What the fuck? Yeah, Jarvis could be a good one. All right, who'd they select? Cincinnati has selected Daxton Hill. They get a defensive back at safety. Yep. I honestly, that's a pretty good pick for them. The Vikings now on the clock. And the pick is in. The last pick of the first round. This has been a fantastic stream. Thank you. Thank you, Ryan, for being here for most of the time, and thank you, Daniel, for coming in. The other girl here was just my girlfriend. She doesn't know anything about football, so she's probably just lurking, having me off in another tab somewhere. oh, oh, Ryan's kind of got screwed this draft. Ryan kind of gets screwed. Ryan, why don't you tell the chat what's your favorite team? Yep. And you wanted what one of your most hated rivals picked. But hey, Kenny Pickett could be good. No one knows yet. Sure, we can obviously all tell what my favorite team is. Yeah, Ryan, you pretty much have the same exact story as my dad. Born in Indiana, hate the Colts though. My grandfather liked the Lions. So, unless the quarterback is picked now, that'll be one quarterback picked in the entirety of the first round. I am a Panthers fan at heart, full on, but I do have a Packers jersey. It is actually Crosby. I have a Mason Crosby jersey. Go for Fox. Agua. You too. Also, make sure you're drinking water. Important. True. As a Panthers fan, I'm tired of my fan base acting like things don't take a while. Because you keep like looking at the Bengals like, oh, you can turn a team around in a few years. Like that's an exception. It's hard to do that, especially with a market like Carolina. It's not the biggest market. All right, can they announce the pick already? Scene. They take Lewis Scene. The Vikings took Lewis Scene. Yeah, Ryan, it did. It took him that long, and I just gotta say, like, fans are really impatient because we haven't been good since 2017. But once in 2019 is when we fired Ron Rivera. So once you fire your coach, that restarts the rebuild timer. Yeah, no, they took Lewis Scene, safety. They needed safety. God, that was a crazy first round. That was insane. An insane first round. You have a good night as well. Thank you very much for joining. Just yeah, I'm just gonna probably rant a little bit about Panthers. But you two have a nice night. I get to drive for a while. Malik Willis falling out of the first round. And I mean, he was there, didn't get a call. Kind of crazy to think about. I wonder how bad that feels for you to like get a call to go to the draft. Like you get that call, you get to attend the draft. You think you could go first round, go up there, shake the commissioner's hand, hold up that jersey that has your name on it, but you fall out. Crazy. You know, it's insane. I appreciate you guys for being around. Meant a lot. But whoo. Woo. We'll see. I feel like Division Rivals had either very confusing or very good picks. Anyway, very fun first round. Wish I could be there tomorrow and on Saturday, but got obligations. Maybe back home in time on Saturday. Probably not.